Hello, dear friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is news time again from this very good channel. Welcome back. How are you all doing? Hope you're good. I pray that God will be with you in your endeavors. Today, we have another update for you. And I want you to, after listening to it, you drop your opinion and suggestions you have so that Biafra will be free. And that's just it. Okay, let's go there.
From the Biafrans they planted inside the struggle, both from those they planted outside that are not Biafrans.
Please be sharing this.
It is all for one purpose: to disrupt the full restoration of the United States of Biafra. That's all, nothing more. But I'm very, very happy to let them know that the world supports Biafra. The lovers of democracy, the lovers of human rights, the lovers of freedom, all of them are in support of what we do. The terrorist state of Nigeria will never support what we do because they have a clear agenda to eliminate as much as possible, as long as they get that oil from Biafra land. Kill all of them, it does not matter. Send USS, arrest them, use transnational repression, go to Kenya, go to Finland, anywhere you can go. Go to United Nations, go to African Union, go to the Commonwealth. Let us continue to plant our people in those organizations at the top positions in these organizations so that it will be easier for us, the Fulani terrorists, to get what we want. That's all. That is why in the United Nations today, you have a deputy secretary who is a Nigerian who has never reported the killings of thousands of Christians in Nigeria. She has never made a formal report to the United Nations. Isn't that what she's supposed to do? If United Nations is truly an organization that cares for peace in the world, for human rights, for human dignity. Isn't that what that lady sitting right there beside Guterres is supposed to do? To report those killings, to report that the Nigerian state reintegrates non-terrorists into the security, into the army, into the police. Our country does that. Isn't that what she's supposed to do? Because she knows by reporting that, actions will be taken and things like that will stop. But there is a reason why she was planted there as the Assistant Secretary of the United Nations, to be there to ensure that their agenda is fully achieved. But their cups are full. I want to use this opportunity to remember our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, His Excellency, Obatolobie. As the Nigerian state colluded with Finland to suffer our Prime Minister, to isolate him, to try him for nothing except let my people go, to deny him all the most of the medical services that he needs, to deny him of his friends, to deny him of his basic right, to destroy his businesses, destroy everything he's doing by isolating him, taking him away for almost 6-7 months. As Finland does that, there is only one reason for that: to stop the full restoration and protection of the United States of Biafra, nothing more. That is the only reason. For Nigeria to achieve that, they will go to any length through transnational repression to ensure that those that speak up for the independence of Biafra, they are taken away. That was exactly what Finland did, colluding with Nigerian state. Finland was fully aware that the Nigerian state are killing thousands of Christians every year. The reports are everywhere. They're on social media. They are a Western country. They are fully aware of that. If they say they are not on Twitter, they are not on YouTube, they got the official report from the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, to Alexander Stubb office about the killings of the Nigerian state. It was formally presented, it was formally reported to Finland by Simon Ekpa. What did Finland do with that report? A member of the European Union Human Rights Committee, Finland is supposed to investigate anywhere there is a report of human rights abuse in the world. It doesn't have to be just in Finland. Anywhere in the world, they're supposed to intervene. And what is the purpose of intervening? To make the world a better place. At least they can try the little they can. Nobody is expecting them to tell Tinubu what to do. Nobody is expecting them to tell Nigerian politicians what to do. We are the one that will tell Tinubu and the Nigerian politicians what to do. But on the international level, Finland signing up to be a member of the European Union or the Human Rights Committee, all these committee Commonwealth, they are bound by the charters that establish those organizations to report those human rights abuses, those killing of Christians here in the world, as long as it was reported to them. Did Finland do anything? What did they do? No, they didn't do anything. Rather, Finland is the one prosecuting the person that made that report to Finland government. Instead of Finland to intervene to stop the killing of Christians in Nigeria and Biafra land, instead of Finland to intervene and caution Nigeria about the human rights abuses, instead of Finland to intervene and promote freedom, freedom of speech, freedom of the people to decide who is going to be a leader, self-determination, self-defense. Instead of Finland to promote that, they turn around to do the opposite by attempting to criminalize our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in the court. That's exactly what they did. Our Prime Minister is being tried in the criminal court. It is a criminal case that Finland brought against our Prime Minister. It was not a civil case. They are trying to criminalize him. That's what Alexander Stubb is doing, trying to criminalize our Prime Minister, who brought a report to you on the criminality going on in Nigeria. But we are going to see how this suppression and subjugation and terrorism is going to take over. He's going to win over freedom. We are going to Biafra from the killing being perpetrated on a daily basis by the Nigerian government, using the reintegrated terrorists whom they support, hire them in the military, in the police, give them AK-47, while they turn around to pursue their major reason, which is the Islamization agenda. Nigeria and Biafra land, killing people with impunity, killing hundreds of Christians without any concern by the Nigerian military or by the Nigerian defense team. Christopher Musa, his dream times, have any of you seen Nigerian defense chief Christopher Musa come out to publicly President Tinubu of Nigeria, when he came, he said he's going to go at his own time. The upper week Wednesday, when he has the time. Meanwhile, over 250 innocent souls, Christians, were massacred on the night. They were crying for help. They were calling the military. They were calling Nigerian police. No help came for over 3-4 hours. These reintegrated terrorists that were brought in by President Tinubu and Christopher Musa was on a killing spree. I mean, they kill in the most gruesome manner. Some of the pictures, when you see that, you will go into depression for the next 2 or 3 years when you remember how these innocent Nigerians, innocent citizens were killed. There was no help from anyone. Christopher Musa never sent anybody to help them. Innocent children, men and women, young girls were locked up in a room and they were set on fire. They were locked up. They were set up on fire. Children were screaming. Mothers were screaming. Young men, young women were screaming for help. Tinubu was nowhere to be found. Christopher Musa was nowhere to be found. Bianco Ono was nowhere to be found. Why this killing were going on for over 3-4 hours? They were left for no protection in the hands of no one. Any leader that fails to protect the lives and property of the people that are under him should resign immediately. It's not fit to be a leader. And this is just one case that happened in Benue. So many cases all over Nigeria, all over Biafra land, every day. Just being a Nigerian is a death sentence, regardless of who you are, whether you are a child, whether you are an adult, whether you are a teenager. Just having that name coming from that entity is a pure death sentence.
Yes.
That was why the United States of Biafra exited from Nigeria on November the 29th, 2024. Wow. The information Alexander Stubb has, this trial going on about Simon Ekpa wouldn't even have at all, because he has the information. He knows what is going on. He got the formal and official report. This trial wouldn't even have started. Talk less of incarcerating Simon Ekpa for almost 6-7 months, destroying everything he has, destroying him psychologically, emotionally. Literally just making him to die. That's just it. They want him dead. That is what it is. You want the innocent man dead. And the criminal that is killing people, Christopher Musa, Tinubu, Biancono, you allow them to walk freely into Finland and out. The Nigerian Interior Minister moved into Finland to plan for the extradition of Simon Ekpa to Nigeria. That was why he was in Finland during the trial. That was a plot. That was why Tinubu and Christopher Musa sent him to Finland to facilitate the extradition of Simon Ekpa to Nigeria so they will kill him. That's all. It's just to kill, because that is the terrorist. They follow the terrorist manner of which Tinubu and Christopher Musa and Bianco represent, is to kill any opposition. Yes. That is their plan. To remove our prime minister, set him into Nigeria. Probably inside the plane, they will just knock him out for the rest of his life. Knock him out, kill him. That was the plan. That was Nigerian plan. That That was their collusion with Finland. But thank God for some of us that are alive today. And thank God for all the international community that have heard our cry. Thank God for all the individuals that knows what is going on in Nigeria. And they have intervened in the right places to ensure that the criminal state of Nigeria does not continue to spread their physics all over the world. Somebody have to stop.
Yes.
Apart from all the Biafrans present at this time,
Yeah.
the friends of Biafrans all over the world are also stopping this madness. And we thank each and every one of them. You all know yourselves. Those that walked behind the scene to ensure that the Nigerian state does not kill Simon Ekpa with Finland in exchange for the contract that's been given to Finland. That contract, it has been signed and sealed. It's all about take yours and deliver mine. They've gotten the contract. It was all over the social media. So what is Finland's side of the story? Deliver him. That is it. Deliver Simon Ekpa. That was the sacrificial lamb. He was the sacrificial lamb. But thank God. Thank God for all the people that are intervening, still intervening by the second, to ensure that the terrorist state of Nigeria does not continue this transnational repression that they did. It is going to stop. We are going to fight it.
Yes.
It is our right. So we wait for Finland within the next 2 weeks to see what they will do. I want to also use this opportunity to thank our Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu for being resilient. We thank him for what he is doing, what he goes through. We thank Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, who has been held by the same Nigerian terrorist state for almost 5 years for nothing. He didn't do anything except let my people go. We do not want to live in a country that reintegrates non-terrorists into the military police. That is all Nnamdi Kanu is saying. And Nigerian government, in their usual normal way, because that's what they've been doing for the past 50 years. They plan, they invade countries, they bribe their way into positions in different countries across the world. It's all about the bribery. I'm telling you, even those that did this in Finland, we will still hear the stories of how much was paid in exchange ahead of Simon Ekpa. Exactly the same thing Nigeria went into Kenya and kidnapped our Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu for nothing. They colluded with some people in Kenya. Again, I want to let the Kenyan government to investigate those that plotted this evil to bring the name of Kenya down. I need the government of Kenya to investigate and ensure that these individuals that took bribes to the Nigerian government to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen from Kenya, and bundle him down to Nigeria with his eyes tied, with the beating he went through, everything. I need the Kenyan government to investigate that.
Nigeria government. Nigeria government. Medical Nigeria government.
So those are some of the things that has happened. But Biafrans, our God is alive.
Yeah.
As you all are aware, our leader Nnamdi Kanu has won the case against Kenya for the extraordinary rendition, for the kidnapping in collusion. The same terrorist Nigerian state. They were the one that planned it. I'm telling you, anyone that engages with Nigerian government, you are dented. They will dent image.
Yes.
They will dent your country. They will dent you as an individual.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Nigeria.
Because
Very corrupt country.
anywhere they go, that terrorist tendency they are made up, they will rub it off in your country.
Yes, no.
Look at how Nigeria has messed it up.
Oh, yeah.
Finland, a country that used to be known as one of the most democratic countries in the world, with all the respect. Finland, a country that helped the Afghan children that were starved by the Nigerian state when we had our civil war between 1967 and 1970. Finland sent people to rescue innocent Biafran children that the Nigerian state starved. But look at what is happening right now. Look at how Nigeria has rubbished Finland in the world stage, because that's exactly what they did. I don't know how long it's going to take Finland to come out from this rubbish that Nigeria put them in. No matter what you want from them, even if they promise you 10,000 barrels of oil every day, it cannot mend this destruction Nigeria government has done to you, Finland. We will sit and watch how you are going to make the amends.
Impossible.
It's not too late. Let our Prime Minister go,
Let's
recognize the United States of Biafra as an independent nation, and help them to build away from the terrorist state of Nigeria. That is what you have to do. That is the right thing to do. To start to gradually, slowly rebuild your trust that Biafrans have on you. As I was saying, as you all are aware, our Onyindu Nnamdi Kanu won the case in Finland thanks to all the lawyers that work behind the scene. Thanks to all the freedom fighters that work behind the scene to ensure that this victory is to African Union. The case went there, and it was blocked by the Nigerian who is one of the top officers in African Union.